Well, greetings again, everyone. It's Nick Michalak and the exceptional Steve Frazier.
Thank you.
And we're giving to you, not exactly on the 45th anniversary, but this year is the 45th anniversary of Jaws. And so we're giving you a nice little special commentary track for it, guys.
Independence Day.
Yes. So, obviously, you should have a copy of this film because that should be a fairly good requirement for
Any
film fans.
Yeah.
So, get your timestamp up to 0 and get your subtitles turned on. We'll give you a countdown to sync up. So in 3, 2, 1, play.
45 years.
Took about 45 years to get the disc to load up here.
Yeah, we got that
screens everywhere.
Fancy new Blu-ray. Got the old logo on it here, which is cool.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the 10 best films ever made. So we're gearing up. I know it's America's birthday about now, and the folks here on the island were just trying to celebrate America's birthday. And everything went to hell, and so hopefully everything won't go to hell when we talk to you today. Shaw, I don't know if that's considered top billing, because he was kind of above the other two.
I'd say he was the most established actor.
Yeah, I mean, he starred in a Bond film, and he was in The Sting, and...
which Bond film was that?
From Russia with Love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Early on.
Yeah, the second one. 1963, I want to say. John Williams, the greatest film composer of all time. Some people could argue Steven Spielberg is one of the best directors of all time. I think it's kind of hit or miss, but... This one definitely a hit.
Yes.
This looks like a dream.
$470 million hit.
Oh, Jesus. Peter Benchley, our hero here, who wrote his little novel, and here we are.
Yeah.
Stephen with a V. I am Stephen with a PH, therefore I am better. It's my one claim to fame. Not really. Oh, he's goo-goo eyes there. He wants to get some of that. This looks like a dream for me. The beach party, there's guitars, there's food. I mean, I'm not so much into the beer or that burning trash can, but this looks amazing, by the way, this Blu-ray. The guy roasting a hot dog? What's happening there? I mean, it's in the fire. I always felt like this didn't feel like the same time of day.
No, it's not. They did a lot of day for night stuff.
Like the last scene felt like seriously nighttime.
Yeah.
Like middle of the night. And this feels like 4 in the afternoon. She's just leaving her clothes everywhere. And... Okay, maybe not 4, but maybe 7. And this is darker yet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is such a beautiful shot. You know, with things in silhouette, almost. I mean, and this is the open ocean, so it's already scary, because... Like, where's that light coming from?
Yeah.
That's not the sun.
Yeah. It's not the moon, I'll tell you that much.
Like, what is this light? I don't want to be too critical here, because, you know, he's Steven Spielberg, but... She's definitely got a swimsuit on or something. The point of view shot is really cool. This is so neat, the fact that she's dragged like from left of the frame to the right of the frame. Meanwhile, old boy here is passed out. Um, I would give a lot of credit also to the fact that the camera is so low to the water that you feel as a viewer as
right
if
in there.
you're at the same eye level.
Yeah, that was something Spielberg was very intentional about. We wanted to just get on that surface of the ocean there.
And she's gone. Nice little open there.
Yeah, nice transition too.
This is terrible wallpaper, by the way. I mean, it's okay. It's just I feel like it's too much. It's too busy for a whole room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Might be good on one wall, accent wall. What is that lamp?
I don't know.
It's made out of a whiskey bottle or a booze bottle of some kind?
God.
Love it. There's long A's and no R's. I mean, here we go introducing these children. And they're gonna... Little did we know here that these children are gonna... I mean, not the actual actors, but the characters are gonna go on to star in so many different sequels.
Jeez.
I will say that I suppose the whole reason that we're even covering this film is because of our love and continuous reference of Michael Caine in Part 4. For those of you that have been around and listening to us for the last 4 years, we've referenced The Revenge multiple times and said we can't start with Part 4, so might as well start with one of the best movies ever made. They say it's a near perfect film.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you take yourself back to 1975, which neither of us were around for, but, I mean, we kind of know a little bit about that area or that time frame. This was a revolutionary picture. And, I mean, well, it made like $1 billion. Maybe not, but it was
470 million, as I said.
Yeah, and you said it was the first one ever won to break 100 million.
Over 100 million, the first one to break the box office, because they took out specific ads in the newspaper where just like you had the like box office totals of other films, and then the jaws of the shark just like I'm chomping up everyone else's box office.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But nobody had ever seen a movie quite like this, and you know, it's a cultural phenomenon.
Well, yeah, because I mean, back when this was released, the summertime was kind of considered the dead space of the movie release schedule. Because people, no one wants to sit in a theater for 2 hours when it's nice and sunny. Everyone wants to go out and have fun.
Right.
This changed that entire thing.
And there's an entire generation of people that are afraid of the ocean because of this movie.
Because I have a story that I guess my parents were going off to the airport to pick up my grandparents before I was born and everything, but stuff like that. And they had time to kill, so they went off to see Jaws, and it scared the crap out of my mom.
Okay. I mean, she's not alone in that.
Yeah.
innocent, there it is. Shark attack. I mean, we're 10 minutes in. Now, granted, I guess technically we didn't see what killed the woman, but, if you looked at the poster on your way in the theater, you knew there was a shark involved. So, yeah, I mean, the generation of folks that are, to this day, afraid of sharks and the ocean and, even to some lesser degree, boats and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been told about stories of people that thought there were going to be sharks like in their toilet or in their bathtub or like in the swimming pool or like it just. I don't think that sharks as a predator were on anybody's radar.
Yeah.
Up until this movie. So. Here we have, you can see the banners. And this is, I've been in New England a couple times. This is very true even now. It's small town, big banners hanging. Yeah. I mean, it's just, the summer months are asses to elbows tourists.
Yeah.
And here we have our responsible chief.
Oh, yeah.
Who's closing the beach.
Yeah.
How do you close a beach? And we got this smarmy mayor. God, it's great. What were you going to say?
I don't know if the guy, the officer we're seeing is the correct character, but if he's Deputy Hendricks, then he's a guy who was the motorist in Clue.
Okay.
And he also showed up in Halloween 2, so you referenced him in those commentaries before. So I'm not entirely certain that's him because it looks a little too old for him. But whoever Deputy Hendricks is, that's him, Jeffrey Kramer,
the motorist.
Yes,
it's got to be that guy with the hat in the back.
It's got to be.
That's him.
Doesn't look like he ages in 10 years.
No, but that's totally the motorist.
Yeah.
The guy with the hat back there, leaning on the car.
So I don't think noticing any other deputies in the movie.
That jacket's too much, Mayor. And here we've got the classic, what I was just saying.
Yeah.
You can't shut down the beach.
Right.
You can't not let people in. They make all of their money for the entire year in 3 months or whatever.
Just look at this wonderful one shot.
It is. It's one take.
Just right
on the ferry.
Just on the ferry, across the way here. Beautifully done. This polyester number is going on here.
He's heavy. He's got the white tail of the tie not tucked in. Wow, it's because it's off kilter.
Check the white belt.
I mean, brilliant setup right here.
Oh, yeah. I just want to say, Roy Scheider, man, he's an actor we don't really get anymore. He has a certain flavor about him, that he's very down-to-earth, he's very blue-collar feel.
Yep. He's kind of Joe Everyman.
Yeah. He's a guy you can be empathetic with. He's not a guy who plays macho. I like that. I like that he's kind of an emotive type of actor, that you can feel that he just has that relatability to him. Just the first moment you see him on screen, he feels like a family man.
Look at this Italian family here.
Oh, she's going bronze here.
It's leather.
It's George Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh, making a little sweet love in the water there. It's funny how there's like nobody in the water.
Nobody.
There's like 4 people. I don't know if you've ever been to a beach or not, but
long time.
It's busier than this. It's busier than this.
I love the transitional white.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's good editing. Smart.
Yeah, and Spielberg talks about this particular scene in the documentary. With that transitional wiping.
Slit diopter there. Wonderful. Wonderful use of that.
So it's kind of cool that, not cool, but they've set up this kind of paranoia.
Yeah.
Like he's
edge.
jumpy.
Yeah.
Every little thing could, you know.
Yeah. And anything's going to set him off.
And old Alex Kinter, his little red shorts.
Just it's loose and free here.
Coca-Cola everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Tab. Fanta, which is also a Coke product. All these are Coke products. I'm gonna sing the Muffin Man song. I haven't heard that song in a long time. The dog? You can't find the dog? And the dog's name is Tippet? It's a weird name. What's wrong with Rex or Spot or... Yeah, these points of view shots are tremendous. And the score. Oh, the blood. The gushing.
God.
It's just a fountain. And
there it is.
The famous rack shot there.
I love the whole thing here that Brody never goes into the water. He just stays on that shoreline the entire time.
Well, that's good for him.
Because is there a thing like he has a little bit of a fear of the water or something like that?
In real life?
No,
Scheider?
No. I thought that was part of Brody's character.
Oh, it could be.
Or just...
I know that it develops later on in the sequels.
Yeah.
You sure this isn't Alex Kinter's grandmother? Because...
Yeah, she's a little...
I mean, I'm not judging. And this guy is... This guy is somebody, and I don't remember who he is. This actor.
Oh,
He...
I think that...
Not like a famous actor, but he's somebody who... He's not the guy who wrote the novel.
Yeah, I think it's Carl Gottlieb. Yeah, he worked on the screenplay.
Okay, so he was one of the screenwriters. Yeah. Him and Benchley.
Yeah.
Okay, and Benchley has a cameo as like a newscaster later on.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so that polyester with the red tie over there, he co-wrote it. And I like that this is the town hall, like, this is everybody that shows up.
Yeah.
And he's such a good mayor.
That mustard Jackie's got
I like
on
it
there.
though.
Colonel Mustard.
In the town hall with the gavel. Look at the bald head behind Scheider over there. Oh, good God.
It'll shine.
There's some great looks in here.
I like how Scheider is playing a lot of things in the scene, just in the roles. Like, just how he's kind of like when they convene here, he's kind of standing on the opposite side of everything, so he doesn't feel like he's kind of in on the formalities of how they do things.
Yeah,
he
doesn't.
Feels a little new in the position.
He doesn't want to be part of them.
Yeah.
Like you're right. I mean, it's both his blocking, and then also how the camera's framed as well.
Yeah. And just how he handles these things, he does feel a little kind of like out, just not entirely part of the community entirely, to feel like he's just gonna exert authority over people. All right, here we go.
Here's our boy.
Bad fish. How this man did not get a nomination for anything off of this performance, I'm baffled.
Was he nominated for this?
Nothing.
Oh.
No nomination. I can't understand. This guy's phenomenal in this movie. Robert Shaw.
I like that he's still sitting and everyone's just standing around listening to him.
Tenderizing. This is salty, man. You want to talk about salty? This is...
Yeah.
Quint is the definition of salty.
Can you believe $10,000?
Oh, and 75.
Yeah. Might as well be $1 million. Too many captains on this island is a great line.
Oh, yeah. And good that they follow through on that. They definitely show that as situations unfold.
And everyone's looking at him like he's crazy.
Yeah. Like just a little something there, man. He knows what he's doing. Robert Shaw knows what he's doing in these scenes, man. Little guy, it's a little second bait with the dog. I like that.
Yeah.
It's no lines, but
I don't know why. I mean, I get why the locals would be upset about the beaches being closed.
yeah.
But to have everyone so upset about the beaches being closed doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because I feel like everyone would be so worried about their safety, nobody would want to go in the water anyway.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. The police say it's for your safety.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean you can't go to the beach. Well, I guess it does. I guess it does mean you can't go to the beach. It means you can't go in the water. Or on the beach.
Yeah, they're trying to just push the line back as far as possible, so like no one even gets close to the water. No one even gets a thought about going into the water.
There's
It's a nice location, man. I like this view.
want to get drunk and fool around.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's her line.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like that's... I like it. Ellen Brody. Naughty. Naughty Brody. I mean, the kids are cute.
Yeah, he's a little chubby kid. It's nice.
Everybody loves a chubby kid.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, in fairness, the kid, Kinter, wasn't on a...
He was on a flotation.
He was on a floaty. He wasn't in the water.
Here you go.
Like, that's amazing.
That's wonderful.
The fact that she turns on a dime after seeing that.
It's like, well, fuck no.
Those are the old school lobster traps there.
Oh, yeah.
Before they switched to the cage kind.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wooden rounded arch type.
Yeah.
Which are about 3 times heavier than the current version. And,
A little roast.
man, that looks good. I mean, maybe not sitting out all day in the sun, but
The sun and the salt. Salty sea.
I mean, this is nice. You got,
Old timers.
grumpy old men, right? They just want to make a quick $3,000. Makes sense to me. I mean, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of sharks. There's a little foreshadowing.
Yes, very nice.
And I shouldn't even say that I'm terrified of sharks, because I realize that not all sharks are like
Right.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are actual photos.
Yeah.
Smaller sharks or sharks that don't necessarily have the same kind of
Chomping power.
Demeanor, yeah. What's happening here?
Oh.
And the whole thing just coming down is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would let go sooner or later.
Oh, yeah.
Here's that right on the waterline shot,
Yeah.
so that you are swimming right there with him. And here we go. The dock turns around, and now it's coming the other way. God damn it, it's good.
Brilliant. All because the damn fucking mechanical shark did not work. You had to create every creative way around it.
I think he was pretty intentional about not showing the shark, though, until later on.
Possibly.
I think they wanted it to be, mysterious and what you didn't see.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect way of doing that.
Yeah, oh yeah. Look at Popeye here.
His milk is open. Yeah, that's definitely...
It's definitely him. Yeah, he aged well.
Yeah. He was Mustard's driver in the war.
Yes. There we go. Hoopar!
Young feller.
Oh, Dreyfus is excellent in this movie, man.
Some cute pups there.
Yeah.
This character is so interesting. Everything is yeah. Everything is well written.
Yeah. I like that he's got this kind of biting cynicism about him in a certain way.
Yeah, I feel like that's just Dreyfus, though, right?
Probably. It's like, Hooper knows better than all these other kind of dumbasses here. It's like, go ahead and fail all you like.
Yeah.
I'll just be standing here on the coast, laughing my ass off at you.
They're all gonna die.
These guys are about 70 pounds their way. They're gonna sink the boat.
Everybody wants a shot at $3,000, right? Texaco. I'm Brody.
So yeah, about inflation calculation is about $14,000 up from $3,000 and 75.
Okay. So
14 and a third, thereabouts.
So today's dollars would be $14,000.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly from the documentary, this guy here was actually like a local.
Okay. Yeah, I think they grabbed a couple. That fucker just throwing fucking explosives.
This guy's just dunking buckets of blood in the water.
Jeez.
I mean, come on.
It's a fucking circus.
Now, do they have the body of the little kid?
What's left of him?
Because this is the girl.
From partial remains.
He is selling this very well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Keeping the composure, but yeah. It's a little more than I expected. And they're not showing anything.
Right.
That's good. That's the acting selling the situation.
I mean, it's probably literally an empty table that he's looking down on.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Put that cigarette out. Squalus.
Well, these oceanographic terms are so beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Almost Latin names, things. Yeah, he's getting a little thick on this.
I mean, I think one of these two all got an Oscar nomination, didn't they? I don't. You don't have to look. It's fine.
I'm curious to know.
I mean, I know it was nominated for Best Picture.
Best sound, best film editing.
I know John Williams won.
Music, best picture. There's no other Academy Awards. Golden Globes, or director, screenplay, motion picture, score. I don't see anything at all for acting.
That's a tiger shark, by the way. And of course, Brody's all high fives and
like, oh,
it's over.
And he's just
Quint?
Yeah, Quint just like Quint's like nah.
Well, Hooper also.
Oh yeah, that's the great thing. The two guys who end up being so much at odds with each other kind of know from the outset, like, yeah, and don't be jumping around and popping champagne right now. Because also you know from Quint's story later on, he knows the size of the shark that does stuff like this.
Right.
This is kids' play right here.
I mean, not to say that's not a sizable shark.
Oh yeah.
And that couldn't do some damage.
Yeah, but for what's been reported, like, no, this ain't the fish. This guy. What? One of those guys again. I'm practicing this thing all day long, man. I'm gonna get this take. One shot.
A what? Guy walking around holding that thing like Jesus.
Jesus. Weasel over there.
What a great looking outfit.
Jeez, man, this guy's got just all of it.
They didn't do that. So here we have science overruling. I mean, that's always a fun game, right?
Just dump it out on the deck.
When, I fished a lot with my dad as a kid, and we used to catch, like northern pike that are long and skinny and delicious, by the way. But, we'd fillet them right there on the beach or on whatever. And it was always kind of fun, as you're slicing them open. Sometimes they would have, like, whole fish in their bellies that they had just consumed. There's no way that these two are the parents of that kid.
No.
But this is a very good scene here.
Oh, yeah.
This is perfect public reaction, right?
Right. She doesn't know the intricacies that he tried to get it all shut down.
Right,
overrode him. And that's not something you're going to start arguing with her about here.
Right. That's not the right time or place.
Hell no.
Maybe there is never a right time or place to argue with this woman.
Yeah.
Is that man her dad? Because, like...
This guy's 60-some-odd years old.
That guy's got to be 70.
Yeah.
And she's got to be 60. And that kid was 13.
At the most.
Yeah, that camo guy. He's hilarious. A what? Good luck on Dreyfus, I suppose. He has been making the convention circuit recently, and got to see him last fall. And I did not talk to him, although I believe our mutual friend Trent Zuberi did. I think he did. I think he got to meet him.
Familiar.
I think he got to meet him. Trent, if you're listening, please confirm. But he's been doing the convention tour.
Yeah.
And he's such a small man.
Yeah.
He's so short. He's like 5'2" or 5'3" or something, and he sounds exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
This is a pretty famous scene here. I don't want to digress from my story, but
this is a Spielberg scene, absolutely.
With the kid basically copying every move that the dad makes. Which and cute little chub. This kid is going to grow up, and the character, and is going to star in Jaws: The Revenge, where he will recreate this scene with his own son, and it's just tremendous. So it's a beautiful callback. It really is. here is another great acting on the part of Roy, where you can tell that he is just eating alive. The turmoil inside of him.
Right.
And it's coming through. Look, he hasn't touched his food, like little things, right?
He just got this look at Hooper. It's like he almost like he's kind of like, just tell me the truth. Or just drop it on me.
But also, I feel like he's finally found somebody that he
can relate to,
can be a friend, right? Like, here's an ally,
someone who's going to hear him out,
right? Genuinely,
doesn't have an ulterior motive. And when they got the book and they started developing things, they did not want to have what was in the book between Hooper and Brody's wife, because they had an affair in the book.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's like we didn't really want to do that. They want to get, there was some kind of weird mob subplot with the mayor or something. So from the outset, they knew exactly what they didn't want to get into the film.
Well, I mean, again, novels are set up differently than movies, and you don't have to have all of it.
Mm-hmm.
God, remember the day when you used to put on a shirt and tie when you got invited over to somebody's house for dinner? Like, think about what he was wearing when he showed up at the boat dock. Yeah. And now he's put on this because somebody asked him to dinner.
Nice and thick on it.
He just poured it into his big beer glass and
just poured out 16 ounces worth. I think he was swimming in it for a good long while.
And a long sip. That's a heavy drink right there. I'm not a fan of that vase back there. See, he doesn't like boats, doesn't like water.
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
He's got huge hands. It looks like, at least in the shot. Just a beautiful movie. Like, the lighting in here is great.
I mean, the subtlety of the acting there, that he's just kind of fidgeting with this whole thing on the bottle, just like it's very human stuff.
He might be in his cups a little bit too, depending on how much.
But it sounds like just gonna gnawing away at a thought here and there and stuff like that. He's trying not to make a big deal about it, but he's kind of can't get it out of his head. I can do anything.
So I love the relationship between these two.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Really sawing at that thing.
Ah.
Ew.
Ugh. Yeah. Oof.
Whole. He ate it whole.
Just one big gulp.
Didn't even chew.
There you go.
Soup can.
Oh, there he goes.
Well, you know what's not in there? Any humans. Nope, bigger.
Oh, a whole lot bigger than that.
That's about the size of that one.
Yeah. They're not going to find him on land.
I'm not drunk enough to go on a boat. Oh,
Well,
damn
that means
it.
he didn't finish drinking that glass.
Well, maybe he did. I don't know. It's probably been a half hour, an hour.
Well, I'm sure if he drank that thing, he'd be kind of falling all over
maybe,
himself.
maybe. He's still got another bottle, though.
He's still boozing it up, man.
I mean, in his defense, Dreyfus did bring 2 bottles.
Yeah.
I would, that's funny. I would love to do this kind of thing. I mean, I've always been a fan of fishing and boats and that kind of thing, but... Are you rich? Yeah. I just think it'd be neat. I love underwater exploration.
Mm-hmm.
I think the ocean is like the scariest place on Earth.
Oh.
Because we don't know what's in there.
And we don't really belong there.
We know more about outer space than we do about what's in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think it would be so fascinating to, like, go exploring in the ocean. I don't know if my ears can handle it, but... like, if you said right now I can go anywhere in the world, where would I want to go? It would be to the wreck of the Titanic. 2 miles down.
This yacht. Beautiful.
This shot is beautiful.
Oh.
He still is not letting go of that bottle of wine.
I know.
Is that boat underwater? The lighting is so pristine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy's got balls, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
And the music is spectacular.
Oh.
John Williams did win an Oscar.
Yes.
Which, I think he had won one previously, but it was like...
Yeah, it was... for adaptation of a musical, I'm forgetting which one, but because this was the first time you won it for music he composed himself.
Right. I mean, and talk about a victory lap. I mean, like, that's... Well, to me, winning an Oscar is like the ultimate everything. But just to have something that you create get recognized, like, as such, I mean, I can't even imagine. And he's nominated, like, every single year.
Anytime he composes something, I think it gets on there, yeah.
Yeah, just name recognition. Whether it's actually good or not.
Yeah.
He doesn't do many bad things, though. I mean,
No.
People might be familiar with some of his other works, like, Star Wars or Indiana Jones or Jurassic Park or Harry Potter or Home Alone or
Schindler's List.
Right. So He's had a couple hits.
Yes. There we go.
I mean, outstanding. The eye is gone. He dropped a tooth, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there was your proof.
Yeah.
And the proof is now at the bottom of the ocean. The jeans and jacket combo over there, that's kind of interesting. And apparently he only brought one tie with him on the island. This is the same one he wore to dinner last night. And Mayer's got his nautical jacket back on. It was bigger than a shot glass. I had an accident. Great White. Even the name just evokes fear, right? I know a guy. I mean, not personally, Quint. Quint will do it. This is one of the few scenes in cinema where three people can talk over each other.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was thinking about. Is like, it's great that they have this overlapping dialogue.
Because that's A, hard to write.
Yeah.
B, hard to shoot. And C, hard for the audience to understand.
Well, that's why it's so good that, again, another one-shot deal. You're not trying to cut up between different things. If you had to edit it, it's a lot more difficult. If you can do this whole thing in one whole long shot.
This has been one long take, hasn't it?
If you can do it that way, then you just capture that energy.
He's got that cigarette going the wrong way.
Yes, he does.
All they can do is eat and make little sharks, he says.
I like this reaction from him.
This is an interesting shot too, because it was like low to the ground and there was a lot of sky, and only his neck was in the.
Yeah.
Can I get that in writing, sir? I mean, that would solve the problem, right? Here they come. The big old ferry. Thousands of tourists.
Cargo full of chum.
Huh. I do find it kind of ridiculous that the entire population is going to show up on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And not, a day or two before.
Yeah.
But this is very representative of what some of these small New England towns are like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm confused. Do Brody and Ellen live not on the island itself?
I think they do.
Because there was that scene when they were all on the ferry and the mayor was talking, and it was like that first ferry scene, the little ferry. And I was like, huh, are they going to the island? I think they filmed this at like Martha's Vineyards or something, right?
Yeah.
This guy right here is
Benchley.
Peter Benchley. He wrote the novel. Gave him a little cameo. I mean, that's kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
I could only hope to write something and then be offered a chance to cameo in the movie. 1 and 2. Let's hope that those are just numbered and not what they're used for.
The 3.
Oh, okay, good.
There's a 3.
That's if you have to throw up. You go in that one. Oh, never mind. There's lots of them. Are they porta potties? Are they cabanas? What? I just saw 2 people going to number 9 down there. I thought that one guy didn't have any pants on, but he does. And again, the grandparents? What's happening?
Gotta be.
I just don't buy that nobody's in the water like that. You know what I mean? Except these guinea pigs.
She's scared out of her fucking wits.
Although maybe it took like one person. Maybe that was the point of this, is it took one person to go in, and now everyone's willing to go in. All of these children are so independent. You know what I mean? Like, there are no adults around.
Yeah.
There's just 9 kids going to take a boat out.
It's like either you're 12 years old or you're 60 years old on this beach.
Yeah.
There's no one in between here.
She doesn't do it for me.
Eh.
Little chub. He's so cute. Oh, there she is. This water is very clear, by the way.
Yes.
My car broke down and... Clue available in our archives now.
Yes.
I mean, these shots are so good.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh, he's gonna get it in the ass soon. Fucking mayor.
The mayor is?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't even imagine what it would be like.
This fucker. Dunk
Plowing
everyone in
through
there.
everybody. I love that everyone has binoculars. Now we're looking up this guy's shorts. All of a sudden, I might have seen some nutsack there. I don't know. I think they do a pretty good job of demonstrating panic.
Oh, yeah. Boy, this guy's just a fucking dick, isn't he?
Yeah. Just running over women and children. This is a great scene right here.
It's like a George Costanza.
Yeah, yes. At the birthday party. When the
fire just stomps over everyone.
It's kind of like that scene in Piranha. Both, I guess, both the old one and the new one. There's a remake. We were discussing remakes recently. Piranha, that was a remake that is just sensational. So good. And these two little fuckers.
Fuck bags.
Like 12 years old and...
Yeah. Want to get shot.
Now... I feel like they could face criminal charges for that, yeah? I think they would, they would in today's world. And now we've got a boy that cried wolf situation here.
Yeah. There's the whole thing right there.
And this music
Oh, shit.
I mean, that kid is really cute.
Oh.
Like, for being a fake shark, it's really scary.
Shit. Isn't there an overhead shot coming up here soon? No, there's this one brilliant overhead shot that we get. There we go. Holy fucking shit.
You just get to see enough of it to make you realize the scope.
Oh God.
And then you get the leg.
Yeah. I guess they originally filmed a much gorier version of it, but Spielberg was not... didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I think he was talking about building the crescendo of violence.
Yeah.
And how just the leg was the right progression.
Right. You didn't need it all over the place.
Because then that just lessens later on.
Yeah. And also, Williams did just a smart goddamn thing, is that he never faked you out with the music.
Right.
The theme only comes in when it's actually the shark. Because that's treating your audience with a certain amount of respect. We're not going to try to...
Swerve you?
We're not going to try and do that type of stuff. We're going to... Once you hear that music, we want to have you have a specific reaction to it. We do not want to dilute what we have here or have you second guess anything. When that music hits, you know the terror's on.
It's not really my type of movie, but did you watch Paranormal Activity?
I never watched any of them.
So, the very first one was like a phenomenon.
Sure, yeah.
And I saw it in the theater, probably because it was free, I think. Anyway, it was a packed, full house, 300-400 people. And it was a similar situation with the music cues. And it was a kind of a found footage type situation. Yeah. And every single time that there was going to be paranormal activity, there was a certain musical tone, the ominous tone that played. And by halfway through the movie, when that tone played, you could feel the audience tense. It was like everyone holding their breath.
Yeah.
And despite the movie being kind of just okay, the music and that same situation, like it was, if you heard this music, you knew some shit was about to happen.
Yeah. Here we go. Ain't no more screwing around here.
He just doesn't want to lose the money. Did he just call it Shark City? He just won't let go.
Yeah.
The mayor. And this is the midpoint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in a bit of a shock.
I mean,
he can't fully process it, the trauma.
I mean, I guess, so aside from we have a shark killing people, which is kind of like the background, right? Because the story is really, the chief wants to do one thing and the mayor wants to do another.
Yeah.
And it's the two of them.
Right.
And so here we have, almost exactly at the midpoint, we're just a couple minutes off, we have the mayor finally giving in.
Yes.
So now they're kind of on the same page.
Right.
The show pivots.
Yeah.
And now the second half is about getting Shaw here to kill the shark.
Yes.
So even structurally, we are on pace for... I was drinking Narragansett beer there. Ugh. We're on pace for a structurally, continuously perfect film.
Yes.
I digress. Sorry. Oh, what do we got? Campbell's beef? We've got
turkey noodle.
Turkey, that doesn't happen anymore. They don't even make that anymore. Turkey noodle. He's caught a lot of sharks here, huh?
Oh, a shark.
He does have a hint of Scottish, doesn't he? He is exceptional in this. Oh,
God. He's only getting started. Love this whole thing. He hasn't tied the knot and throws it at him. It's like, doesn't even fucking look at it. It's like not even about that. City hands. Just love the dynamic between these two, the friction.
And Roy there is like caught in the middle.
Yeah, he has no idea what's up, man. He's just caught up in the tides.
He's got those blue eyes like a husky. I mean, I'm afraid of him, Quint.
Oh yeah, he's fucking intimidating, man.
This guy, his little lackey.
Yeah. He has no goddamn glory.
He's still got his dog,
his
though.
old dog, yeah.
The old cage.
Cage.
every little squirt.
Monkey cage. Alright.
He's such a badass.
Oh, God. Mmm. He's been sniffing sea air for a long time, man.
And this was ad-libbed?
The song, yes. Or
it was supposed to be a different song, but
No.
he started singing that one instead?
no, I think it's something coming up here where he started singing something towards Ellen Brody.
I do love the ocean and these little fishing towns, and
I love this photography. You got these wonderfully staged two-shot, but you got all the stuff in the background. Just like, it's very smart. Everything tells a story with the pictures.
yeah, I mean, he could have easily shot this the other direction with, a building behind them or
Yeah.
whatever,
All right.
but
Again, one long shot.
yeah, it was one take.
There he is. And he apparently got that off of a gravestone in Ireland. Because Spielberg was like, oh, is that something we have to clear for copyright? It's like, no, you got that off of a graveyard across the sea.
That's so good.
I love the shot through the
Through the
jaws.
teeth, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Like, there's not a bad shot or a wasted shot
Oh,
yet.
no.
And Spielberg had only done like 2 movies.
Sugarland Express and then the TV movie Duel.
I've never seen Duel. I've heard
neither.
everyone talk about it, but I've never seen it. I'd have to seek that one out. I don't understand. How are you this good on your first like real movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
How do you know?
I mean,
I mean,
I'm sure he did student film stuff like that before that, but I mean, look at a guy like Ridley Scott who directed like 2,000 commercials before he did a feature film, so you can see the guy
progress.
worked his trade for long enough, but I don't know. I have no idea.
He's making decisions like, things like the guy's leg and the angle of the shot, being on the water.
On top of all the problems they're having with production, I mean, just now they're getting out to sea, but everything they shot was actually at sea. They didn't shoot on a friggin' tank in the backlot somewhere.
Right. So, like, Spielberg is there's a class of people that just have a second level of thinking and talent. And I mean, he's there. He's kind of a genius.
Again, the friction's great. I like this bit.
I love that he never let go of his line.
Yeah.
Something little like that,
But yeah, just so much like Quint is just consciously intent on giving Hooper a tough time, but he has no problem with Chief Brody. Whatever it takes to just make Hooper's life more miserable.
Yeah.
And so it's probably like rite of passage, like trial by fire thing. Is like, I gotta lean into this guy to make him show, one, I'm the captain of this thing. You're not gonna take over and usurp me. And also, are you everything that you say you are?
What kind of little cookies you got there?
You know, little wafer thingies.
A little bite ski? That is some heavy duty rod and reel action there, by the way. I wish I knew how to tie more knots. Anytime you have to strap in, by the way, for a fishing expedition. Like, I always kind of wondered how do you not just get pulled over?
Exactly. It's like either the shark's coming to me or I'm going to it.
Yeah.
There's just no two ways there.
And they have this look of wonderment and amazement on their faces, which I feel like is genuine, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the whole fact that they have they're literally on the ocean.
Oh yeah, totally.
And they have open ocean behind them. And it's nothing but ocean as far as you can see in all directions.
That was the intention. Spielberg never wanted to show land because land is safety. If you show that there's land out there, the audience can just think of, okay, they can just turn back around and go to shore, and they're fine. If you keep them completely out with ocean on the horizon, they're isolated. They're as deep out there as they can get. There's no safety. Just them and the shark.
I mean, I would listen to him immediately.
Ja, wunderbar.
Like, even just watching this now, I'm like holding my breath of what is it? What is it? Damn. Talk about, I mean, it's suspenseful.
Oh.
Ow. He is. He is large and in charge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I might have been a little much. The FU really that gets me. The tongue is a little juvenile for me, but I mean, yeah, he's had it. Ooh, catfish sounds good. I love catfish. There was something about the coloring, right, of the boat. Is that correct? That
Not that I'm aware of.
yeah, I want to say that there was something about wanting like red to only be like blood or something, or
Okay.
I forget what it was. I think it was in the documentary. So fascinating. If anybody out there has not seen it's like a 2-hour documentary.
Yeah.
And we're about to have
Oh yeah, the big moment.
maybe the most famous scene.
Yeah.
And if not, one of the top 3 typically greatest, I would say it's typically in the top 3 greatest movie quotes.
I think Scheider ad-libbed that.
And
holy
shit.
I love the jump up in frame. That's perfect. And it's great because, I mean, that's the first proper reveal of the damn thing.
I don't think it was ad-libbed. You're going to need a bigger boat is so highly regarded.
Oh. Holy shit. Yeah.
I mean, the size of this thing.
Oh, God.
I mean, I realize
you
it's
can
fake.
see it in his eyes. Quint's like, holy shit.
I know it's fake, and I'm scared to death.
Yes.
I mean, for being fake, that looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
$3 tons. For those keeping score at home, that's 6,000 pounds.
That boat ain't gonna handle that weight, man. No.
I mean, look at this thing. Whoa. Easy, killer. I mean, now's not a good time.
Good time. Like, fuck you, I ain't going out there.
Yeah.
It's like, no time.
Darling. This is kind of an ingenious little trick, right?
Yeah, with the barrels.
The barrels.
Yeah.
I mean, and it makes sense. The idea being that the barrel is buoyant.
Yeah. You'll keep it from going underneath.
Right, and if he goes down, the barrel will counteract and pull him back up.
Yeah.
Or at least create enough resistance that he'll want to go.
Slow it down. Yeah.
Got him! Oh, I see. That was a light, I think, that he was attaching. That orange thing.
Yeah.
Adventurous music playing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Williams said, we're on the high sea, let's make it sound like a pirate movie.
That makes sense to me.
Works. Because it's so much of the thing with this film is like, okay, I don't just classify it as like one thing. I can't just put it as a horror movie.
It's not a horror
It's a
movie.
drama. It's a thriller. It's an adventure film. It's too many different things to just pinhole it down to one thing. It's beautiful.
Look at it. I mean,
God damn it.
I mean, did we say that this won for cinematography or no?
Not even
nominated.
No. Well, I only saw the wins. Hold on. Still got pulled up here. So nominations. Give me a second here. I'll grab it off the Wikipedia here.
Okay.
It'll be easier. Hopefully. Maybe. Accolades.
Oh, cup of coffee looks good. I think this is the first commentary we've ever done that I didn't have a cup of coffee with me.
Oh, damn it.
And now Quint's drinking one, and I'm getting jealous.
No. I don't see anything for cinematography at all.
That's a damn shame.
Well, like I said, it's a damn shame that they didn't nominate Robert Shaw in this film. I mean, we're getting up to his scene here,
Yeah, he's got...
which he technically wrote the scene. We'll get there.
Here we've got the
Yeah,
Mel Gibson, Rene Russo.
yeah. That's probably what that was taken off from this. I imagine so.
We've never heard that. That's just a guess, but I've also thought that too.
Yeah,
You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
yeah.
Look at that. Shaw's face is awesome.
One better.
This is the scene where they bond,
Oh yeah.
and
He's like, yeah, this guy's been through the shit. He's got his battle scars.
there's credibility.
Yeah. This is the one I like the most.
Oh,
And
he's probably had a couple
yeah.
too many to
Yeah.
drink, eh?
And again, it's so good you got Brody separated from these two guys because he's not really part of their kind of community of things. He's
Right.
still off to the side.
Dreyfus is awesome in
Oh.
this because he's a little inebriated.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not coffee that they're drinking.
Here it is.
I mean, this scene, this monologue alone
Oh yeah.
is worth.
It's worth a nomination.
Right.
Because again, they had something written in the original script, and Spielberg felt like it was just too brief, so he gave it to John Milius. And John Milius wrote this much more lengthy type of thing, but Robert Shaw got it. I was like, well, it's not really my voice. I can't really deliver what he wrote. So Robert Shaw took what Milius wrote and rewrote it for himself for the scene.
Yeah.
And Dreyfus said, he would just... That's not him acting. He's genuinely mesmerized by Shaw's performance.
Yeah, I mean, there's no... Like you said, there's no acting.
Yeah.
It's...
captivated by...
He's living it. He is this character right now.
Yeah.
And this character, you kind of get the idea that he's got some sort of shit in his closet, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's the wise old fisherman.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, he's got a certain personality about him that's whimsical and stuff like that, but you see when he comes down to the business, you don't fuck around with this guy.
Right. And
he's seen some shit.
A lot of times, these monologues of my backstory can be
a little forced.
They can be cumbersome. They can be a little exposition. Sometimes it's too much.
Yeah.
You want to take the red pen and get rid of it.
Yeah.
But there are times when, and this is probably the poster child, where a scene like this, even though it doesn't necessarily progress the story, creates an intangible amount of value for this character.
He's not blinking in this scene. Not
well. Most actors don't.
For most of it, he maintains this piercing eye contact,
and his eyes are.
Oh,
I mean, I think having a blue shirt on him was a great choice.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have blue eyes, and I know that when I wear blue shirts, people sometimes will say that my eyes look more blue.
Yeah.
I mean, and the story is just heartbreaking and terrifying. I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine being put into this scenario that he's describing. I mean, that's an actual reaction out of him. Maybe they didn't know that whole story was coming exactly like that, or maybe reading it on paper is one thing and hearing it is
also I mean, I don't, because Shaw wrote it himself after other rewrites, they probably didn't read what he was saying because they don't have interactive dialogue, so he's the only one who really needs those pages. They just need to react to what he's saying, so they might not have seen that, and also wouldn't have known how his performance was going to pull them into the entire scene.
Right.
I mean, again, Shaw's performance has Best Supporting Actor written all over it, and it just baffles me how this did not get that recognition for any award ceremony.
Right. There's your shark, by the way. And this, I think Dreyfus said that this...
It's kind of catharsis.
Yeah, and he said, I think that he said that this is his favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah, probably. I mean, again, the production was such a nightmare of everything. I mean, every difficulty. I mean, just, again, shooting out in the water for real.
Well...
You've got everything with nature trying to make you just go off the deep end.
Well, and the shark doesn't work a lot.
The shark's not functioning properly.
And one of the things that I didn't even think about till I saw the documentary is the fact that, they're not, necessarily way out on the open ocean.
Yeah.
They're out far enough, but there would be
Yeah.
like a tanker or something in the background floating by.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd have to stop production for an hour
Yeah.
for this to get out of the shot.
And then an hour later, the sun's in a different place, so your lighting's changed completely. You got to move the boat around.
Right. So little things like that you don't think of as a viewer.
Right. I mean that's that's so much why when they were making the big swashbuckling epics before, all these series had their backlot with a tank.
Right.
So you just have like a painted backdrop back there and do all your wind machine stuff and your sprinklers.
Now, are we to assume that this is now the next morning and the sun is coming up?
I would imagine so, yeah.
The music is...
Oh, there's
What was that?
the shooting star thing. I think the story goes that they captured at least one, because there's another one that happens.
Well, there's one right there.
Yeah, so there was one that was genuine. I think another one was kind of rotoscoped in there. That's what I heard. I'm not entirely certain of that.
I don't know if I've ever noticed that. I guess that makes sense that was it was dawn there and now it's daylight.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
And here's our music again because we know that it's
the real deal.
he's such an authoritarian to where you just trust whatever he says, you know? Hey, you got it after 9 tries. Like, I'm afraid right now because I don't know.
Yeah, you're just expecting with this shot that...
There it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're expecting. You're just afraid their hands are just going to get chomped off. Fuck.
There's an underlying current throughout all of these movies that the fish knows who these people are and is actively pursuing them. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh, I like this. He's gone off the deep end now, man. He's got to get this shark. Oh, going a little crazy now. It's just a great collection of characters, man.
Well, they're all different enough.
Yeah.
That they make for... They all complement each other in one way or another.
Brody's the sensible one. Hooper's just like...
The logical one?
Logical, and again, the cynicism adds into it, too. Little kind of wisecracks, like he's back for his noon feeding, stuff like that. It's like... It just touches the buttons. Hits the right nerves here and there. It's a great shot, too, man.
So now he has 2 barrels, or did the first one detach?
The first one detached. Now they shot another one at him. They'll be shooting more.
Well, yeah, there's still 3 more on the boat.
This boat's smoking up a storm here.
Here's some more adventurous music.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it does. It feels like a pirate adventure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no movie had ever been made like this.
No.
And really, when you look at it on paper, you know, 3 guys go on a boat looking for a killer shark.
Yeah.
You think, how the hell are you going to film that for 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
I could watch this for another 2 extra.
Oh, yeah.
Although, Jaws 2 feels like it's 4 hours long.
Oh, God. You find out it was 2 hours long. It's like, how's that movie that long? That's a slog.
I mean, there we go again. It's so good. What's that little revolver gonna do?
Not much, apparently.
Just piss it off? There were only 3 barrels on the boat on the wide shot, and now there's 3 left here. I don't know if I ever noticed a continuity error like that.
Dumps the barrels.
That or it stopped moving. Great question.
Don't be asking him. Ask the dude driving the boat.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the part with the cage yet. Uh-oh.
Ow, ow, ow.
That does hurt, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of dummy would... never mind.
Well, Brody ain't a seaman, man. He ain't no sailor. Oh, boy.
Like, just this visual
Holy shit.
is outstanding.
Oh.
I mean, they're being led around by a shark. It's terrifying.
This shark has every ability to just drag you right into the fucking depths of the water here. Fuck. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it does not look fake.
No, it doesn't.
I know
Holy
that
shit.
there was a concern that it looked...
No CGI shark is as terrifying as this thing.
No, that's
This
100%
mechanical
true.
monstrosity.
Oh,
yeah.
whoa.
Oh.
I feel like, you know, when you look at it in person, you know, you see the documentary or whatever, you're like, yeah, it looks fake. How is this going to play on TV, on film? And you put the prick in the water, and all of a sudden, it's like...
The most terrifying thing on the planet.
So realistic. I mean, hats off to whoever it was that made this thing. Why did they pull him in to begin with? Because the shark stopped?
Hmm.
Like, oh, Hooper, just keep an eye on those barrels. And Quint is so sure. You know? He just knows it's impossible with 3 barrels. The same 3 barrels that just went under.
Yeah.
I mean, this shot is outstanding. The high shot.
I figured there was another overhead shot coming up here. It's coming.
I mean, the close-up, this high def,
Oh.
I can't even...
That
like,
pump ain't gonna help you no more.
I'm scared watching this, you know? And it's like...
Oh, Jesus Christ. There it is.
Another good overhead. Look at this
Look at
thing.
the size of that fucker. Oh, there's a little bit of land out there.
It does kind of ruin it a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless it's an island, but even still.
Oh, yeah, he just said we're heading back in. So maybe that's the idea of it. But he starts pushing it too fast. Ugh.
This is his boat, and he'll drown it if he wants to.
Yes, he will.
He already broke the radio. If that wasn't indicative of his mental state, then...
It's psychosis. When it starts going black.
Yeah,
You're
you never go back.
When the smoke turns black, you know you're in deep shit now. But yeah, there is no going back out. I want to start billowing like that. You're fucked. Yeah. Ugh.
He's just going to run it right into the water.
Right into the
I was going to say in the ground, but there's no ground. I mean, there is down below, but...
Oh, fucker.
Well, that ain't going to help much.
It's not going to save you.
Is that a harpoon gun?
Harpoon.
Is this movie in 3D? Not yet.
Dreyfus is going to throw on a hockey mask and point it right at the camera.
We all know you can't have a 3D movie until you get to part 3.
Exactly.
I get the feeling that there were franchises that made a part 2 that they didn't want to, just so they could get to part 3 and make it in 3D in the early 80s. Because I think Jaws 3 was like 81 or 82.
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
Which was right at the beginning of that early 80s boom.
Mm-hmm. Then it was like MDville 3D, which is it's a piece of garbage.
Yeah. Obviously Friday 3.
Yeah.
This one. There's one other one that I can't think of. I've never seen the Amityville 3D.
Me neither. I've never seen anything besides the first film. By all accounts, it's a pretty shitty franchise. Despite the 20 films they've made.
Remake was pretty good.
Okay.
Nope. I mean, we're definitely
Nice
losing.
transition there. I like getting this. Almost looks like a reaction shot to Brody, but then it's a jump cut forward with the cage coming into frame. Beautiful.
And there's still some tension, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they all had their bonding moment, but
Right.
now the bonds are breaking again.
Well, it's kind of the wit's end type of thing.
Right.
The barrels are fucking useless. We can't shoot it with the gun.
I want to go in a shark cage. I would do it.
Oh. One of the guys is actually in the shark cage once he submerged it is stuntman Dick Warlock.
Yes.
We got another person from Halloween 2 in this.
And he was in something else, right? We've covered him like 3 different times now.
Oh yeah, Kurt Russell's stunt double in The Thing and a bunch
Right.
of stuff, and he's one of the androids in Season of the Witch.
Yeah, we've done more Dick Warlock movies than we have Stephen King movies. I mean, maybe not in this particular circumstance, but if there was a, touristy, get lowered in the shark cage kind of situation, I would 100% do it.
Okay.
I would totally do it. YOLO! This is where they dubbed in some footage from, like, Australia,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
actual sharks attacking
Yeah.
actual cages.
Yeah.
But it's intercut, so...
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, this is old Dickie Warlock here. What a career that guy had. I mean, this suspense is unbelievable. Where do you put the cork? Do you just drop it? Does it float? Oh, good God.
You all float down here.
Oh no! He dropped the javelin. Yeah, that's a real shark. And that cage has too big of a hole for my liking.
Shit.
I mean, what? No. I'd still do it. I don't think that this is real. They don't attack the cage like that.
Fuck. It's terrifying, no.
It is. It's the scariest fucking thing. I mean, this might be the second scariest thing to ever be put on film. Of course, number one is Zelda from Pet Sematary. That right there is actual shark.
Oh, God, yeah.
Actual B-roll footage. And he's just hiding out. Yeah, that right there was the shark was caught in the wiring or something, and
probably just thrashing.
Yeah, because the fake shark is not
that articulated to be able to handle that kind of violent motion,
swaying back and forth.
Right.
Yeah, these are all real inserts. Crazy. The
fact that the quality is that good is pretty amazing, because you know how stock footage usually looks like.
Right.
Never that good.
Well, I feel like I think they shot it for this.
If they shot it for it, because also the CinemaScope format would have been not the proper thing for a documentary. So.
Yeah, those are usually flat.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty standard for most.
Yeah.
And hi.
Oh, mother.
I think that's probably the scene that it looks the fakest.
Yeah.
Not here.
No.
Just when it's up.
Just when it goes up and kind of tilts its head around. It's a little mechanical.
Right, because it's not articulated like the real one. I mean, look at this.
Oh.
I mean, this is this. Ow. Oh. This is the scariest shit, right? He's literally getting bitten in half.
Oh. He's trying to stab the sucker, but... Oh, shit.
All right.
Bravo to the sound design, too.
R.I.P. Quint. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And at this point, you know, I don't know if the audience is expecting, oh my God.
Expecting Brody to have any chance in hell to survive.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if they were expecting any of these three to die.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of think they're going to have insurmountable odds and then they'll overcome them at some point, somehow. But I remember when I was watching this, I didn't expect Quint to die. The orca is also dying a slow death here. And how terrifying would this be, knowing that the boat's going under, and then he's got nowhere to go. Like, you can climb and you can whatever.
And eventually you run out of ground.
Right. And then it's just you and the shark.
Oh,
I mean,
fucking ass.
And again, does this shark really know, like, who these people are and I want to eat a boat? Hooper wasn't wrong. He is going to need a bigger boat now. You know, it's like, I don't understand how the shark would have a personal vendetta against this gentleman,
right?
Or in later films, anyone named Brody. That's it.
And the crowd roars.
And so does Roy.
Fucking Scheider, man.
I mean, that's half a shark. Look at that thing.
Oh, gorgeous. The nice little dinosaur roar Spielberg slid in there.
Yeah.
Because apparently he used that in Duel when the Mack truck or whatnot got whatever disposed of, the destroyed or whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah, nice little sound effect there. And I guess at this point, it's good that they showed land in the background so that you know that there's hope for these.
Yeah, he's not 10 miles out or something.
And these two old buddies.
Yeah.
Aww. I mean, he survived that horrible war story.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Mm. That's such
all
a
good
beautiful
lines.
Final note.
All great lines. And here we just roll credits. You see the two of them swimming in. I think that's what that's supposed to be there.
I think so, yeah. I never noticed that before. Yeah, I've gone to a couple theatrical re-releases of this thing. And it's wonderful every time.
I've never seen it in the big screen.
Yeah, some like Fathom events or like Turner Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to see this in 4K or something on a giant ass screen, I would definitely be down.
Yeah.
Ron and Valerie Taylor live shark footage.
Okay.
I think it was in Australia, like near the Great Barrier Reef.
So I think a lot of the stuff of the guy in the cage is between Warlock and that guy.
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah.
Was it Voorhees?
Yeah, Alex Kinter was a Voorhees.
We didn't find any boy.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yes.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, you see him getting out of the water there at the end.
He's going to go down Camp Crystal River and show up in the lake, and
that's right.
There we go. It's all
makes sense. Well, what a journey we've been on. Yes, it is 100% clap-worthy. 45 years, excuse me.
45.
Whoo! All right. Well, thanks for doing a kind of a not traditional horror with us.
Yeah.
Just a classic.
Yeah. So.
Next we'll be doing The Wizard of Oz and then Gone with the Wind.
Wizard of Oz.
Sorry.
Casablanca. Oh. And so forth. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. This was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was.
We've got some other other end of the spectrum. Other end of the spectrum stuff to get to here shortly.
All right.
But thanks so much for joining us for Jaws, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.